It's Monday, the 20th of June 2022. Welcome to the Fast Five by Fear and Greed, where we give you the top 5 business stories you need to know in just 5 minutes. I'm Michael Thompson, and good morning, Sean Aylmer.
Good morning, Michael.
Sean, 5 stories to get through in 5 minutes, and this first one is a big story. The crisis in cryptocurrencies has worsened, with big falls in the value of some of the largest digital currencies, and now there are fears that some people won't be able to get their money out.
That's exactly right, Michael. It's a worry for millions of people who hold digital currencies. Bitcoin over the weekend fell as low as $17,600 a unit. It's now down 70% since last October. ETH is down 75% since last October. In fact, since November last year, the value of cryptos circulating has gone from about $3 trillion to well under $1 trillion. There just aren't buyers out there at the moment. Over the past week, exchanges have frozen redemptions. US-based Celsius did it earlier in the week. Late in the week, Hong Kong digital asset finance lender Babel Finance did it. Stable coins aren't so stable. There's been job losses in the industry. And one of the really influential multi-billion-dollar investors out there, Three Arrows Capital, over the weekend conceded it needed a bailout. Now, digital currencies are volatile, very volatile. What's worrying many market watchers this cycle is that the value of the units have fallen back below the peak of previous cycles. Cryptos go up and down, but the trend has always been up. It doesn't look like it this time round. In fact, did you know, Michael, there are 10,000 digital currencies in the world? Quite incredible. What happens? Who knows? Investors don't want crypto at the moment, mostly because of inflation and rising interest rates. There's also regulatory concerns around them, and there's also the threat of official digital currencies from central banks being introduced. Wrap all that up, Michael, the sector's in trouble.
Yeah, certainly is. All right, on to story number 2, Sean. Obviously, a lot of attention on the property market at the moment because of rising interest rates and all of that. Auction clearance rates over the weekend fell to their lowest level in almost a year. A jump in offerings was not matched by a jump in buyers.
That's right. The preliminary national clearance rate fell to under 58%. We all know that Sydney and Melbourne has been declining, but some of the smaller capitals, including Adelaide and Brisbane, have now joined that trend. Over the weekend, Sydney's clearance rate was 55%, Melbourne was 58%, Canberra 59%, Brisbane 52%. Adelaide was pretty good at 70%, but it's still lower than where it's been. It's bad news in terms of the clearance rates, but also prices are coming off. In fact, we know that several market economists now expect house prices to decline by about 20% from peak to trough.
Okay, story number 3, Sean. School holidays are coming up, and Qantas boss Alan Joyce was out and about on Friday trying to allay fears of chaos at the airline for anyone planning to fly somewhere soon.
Yes, very close to home, this one. Mr. Joyce said the airline had employed more staff and wait times at call centres were shortening. The average call waiting time is now 6 minutes, whereas a few weeks ago there were anecdotes of 5-hour waits. Mr. Joyce said the issue of staff shortages leading to flight cancellations, lost bags and other problems over Easter had also been addressed. Let's hope so, and let's hope the Passport Office gets all those passports out to people like me too.
You're sounding a little bit anxious there, Sean.
Yeah.
The clock is ticking on your holiday and no passport yet, so fingers crossed for you. Story number 4, Sean, probably the greatest name in motor vehicles, Ferrari, is going electric.
That's right. The Italian vehicle manufacturer says 80% of its sales by 2030 will be electric or hybrid. Now, it says it will still make unique cars, but increasingly it's going to have to rely on third parties for parts. In some ways, it's trickier for manufacturers like Ferrari. EVs can't match combustion engine sports cars' sustained power. They don't quite have that throaty roar of today's Ferrari. Now, having just said that, Michael, Ferrari also announced that it's going to release its first ever sports utility vehicle in September, and that one will have a petrol-guzzling 12-cylinder motor.
All right, good to know. Story number 5, Sean, how about this one? Cosmetics giant Revlon has filed for bankruptcy, unable to manage its heavy debt load, really because it failed to capture younger buyers.
My mother will be mortified at this one, Michael, and that's kind of the problem. Cosmetics growth has been driven by social media influencers in recent years, and neither Revlon, nor my mother for that matter, was on that train. The current global supply chain crunch and inflation is the tipping point for the cosmetics giant. It's got about $2.3 billion in assets and about $3.7 billion in debt. In short, competitors, including L'Oreal, Estee Lauder, and a bunch of new players, such as Kim Kardashian, have done a much better job using bloggers and Instagram personalities in growing their businesses.
Now, Sean, I'm no expert, but I do believe that a makeup company, to be successful, needs a strong foundation.
Oh, I hope you're blushing at the moment.
Oh, well played. Very quick. Well done, Sean. There we go. The top 5 business stories in 5 minutes. Thank you very much, Sean.
Thank you, Michael.
It's Monday, the 20th of June, 2022. Remember to hit follow on the podcast. And if 5 minutes isn't enough, you can find our longer daily show called Fear and Greed on your podcast platform. I'm Michael Thompson, and that was the Fast 5 by Fear and Greed. Have a great day.